Hi everybody, it's Cookie Lou in Arizona, and I'm coming to you with a little bit of an update. It is the 7th of January, and I got on the scale a day earlier than I normally do. It's Sunday, and I usually take my weigh-ins on Monday. But for some reason, I just wanted to weigh in this morning, and I did have a 2-pound regain over the holidays. And after about getting back on track about 3 days, I lost the 2 pounds, and I had gone back down. I was 188, it went up to 190. Now then I was down to 188. Well, this morning I got on the scale. I'm happy to report I am now 186 pounds. Oh, thank you, Jesus. I don't know where I'm losing it though, because I don't know, the knees are still fat, the hips are still fat, I still got the belly hanging. Belly's getting a little smaller though. I think maybe I'm losing it on the belly. But I'll get up and take a little walk to the back of the room. I'm wearing another little blouse and, well, it's a little sweatshirt, knitty type sweatshirt and a vest that I haven't worn since I was about 51 years old. That's 20 years ago. Been in the archives. So I did put it on. Like I said, I got some brown pants, and I said, oh, I think I can wear this. It's cold here in Arizona. And anyway, this is 186 pounds, people. There we go. This is my little vest. I love it. Pockets, and it's kind of like a milk chocolate brown. And you know, I don't know where I don't know where I'm losing the weight. I have no idea. This is a little smaller in here. Belly. Still got the muffin top, but it's smaller around here. I check this out a lot because this is my problem area, and it's smaller here. I don't know. I guess as long as it's 186 pounds, that puts me 16 pounds from goal, and I've never been anywhere near that. I want to share something else with you. I found something else that I had bought at the thrift. It's been in my closet for probably 2 years. And I says, hey, I could fit, this will fit me now. Because sometimes if I'm at the thrift and I see something really, really sweet, like this little number here, this little sweater. This was $5.99. And it is a Runaway Bay, whatever that is. I'm not a labels girl. It is 100% cotton, and it's a size medium. Now, when I put this on this morning, I said, well, I was going to wear it with my brown pants. It was a little snug, and I said, you know what, this is, as I bet you whoever owned this probably shrunk it a little bit because it really runs snug for a size medium sweater. It was really snug. Little snug, and it feels more like a small. But $5.99. Is this not a beautiful sweater? It has a beautiful pattern on front and back, as you can see. Very nice. I love this cowl neck. Looks really nice. Okay, that's just something I wanted to share with you. So sometimes when you're at the thrift, if something is if it's really nice and it's a really great deal, buy it. If it's just a little snug, if it's really, really tight. I have bought some things like that one sweater that I got for $8 at JCPenney's. I was really tight when I bought that. It was before weight loss surgery. It fits me beautifully now. Good $8 deal. Okay, so there I am, 186 pounds today. I just got through watching a video from Lisa Pickens, DS Journey. And those of you who know Lisa know she has a lot of hip issues. She's had like 12 surgeries on her hip, and she recently had one a few weeks ago, and she's suffering with swelling and depression. She's in Illinois, and it's, you know, Illinois is the worst weather that you can conceive during the wintertime. And between cabin fever and being swollen and being housebound and not being able to walk, and my heart goes out to Lisa. And I know that we're all praying for her and wishing her good positive thoughts and good wishes for a speedy recovery. But she's getting a little depressed because she had like a sizable weight gain, and she's done so beautifully. She's lost tremendous pounds in 11 months, and she had a surgery in February. So I don't want to go on too much about that, but Lisa, we all love you, and we're all sending you good wishes. And I had given her a few hints on what she could do being immobile. You know, she's like, I'm swollen, you know, my hip hurts, and it's freezing cold here, and I've had cabin fever, and I've been binging on bad foods because of the various reasons I explained. And she says, I'm immobile and I can't move, and it's very depressing, and I'm sitting here day after day in the house, cabin fever, it's freezing cold, you know. And she's been eating some poor choice foods. And she gained some weight. And I'm going to just share with you, I was going to do this anyway, I'm going to share with you some of the foods that I've been eating. Like I said, when I go off track and I binge on chips and candy like I have the last couple of weeks, I did gain 2 pounds. But I'm not immobile, and I get up and I try to do the best that I can. And I overdid it the other day because I put all my Christmas decorations away, and I swept out the garage, and I polished all the furniture, and I swept the whole floor. All my marble was... I got marble everywhere in this house, travertine marble floors. And I swept it, I vacuumed it, I went with the Swiffer, got all the dust up. And I overdid it. And I think sweeping out the garage did it. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. And I said, I'm going to have to sit down because my back is really starting to ache. And I've been feeling so much better with my back since I've lost 15 pounds now? 15, 16 pounds now? But, you know, it'll bite me if I overdo it. So, I sat in the chair probably for the all day yesterday, all of Friday night, all day yesterday, sat in the recliner, sat on the heating pad, because what I aggravated was my sciatica, as well as my lower back injury, spinal crapola that I have going on back there. And my sciatica was shooting pains like you wouldn't believe. So I sat on the heating pad. And what do I do when I can't get on the treadmill? Because I usually love my treadmills. I sit in the chair and I try to do arm exercises. And I do this thing, like the punching bag, like what a fighter will do when he's hitting the punching bag. I go like this as fast as I can. I'll go up high, I'll go up low, I'll go to one side, I go to another side, and I just keep doing this. And I go this, punch, throw left and right punches, you know. Or I have little 1 pound weights, which I'll get right now and show you. And I'll keep them with me at the chair line, and I'll just go up and down with the weights, you know. I never know where the camera is on this thing. And I'll just go up and down with the weights, so I'll go like this. And it's heavy, and you feel it on the arms, and you can get warm and winded just doing this, you know. And it helps. It'll burn the calories, it'll get your blood flowing. So anything that you can do that's going to be upper body, because you can't use your lower body for whatever reason, get some weights. And if you don't have any of these things, get a couple of canned vegetables, a couple of cans of veggies or whatever, And hold those in your hand. That's got to be at least, sometimes they're even 15-ounce cans if you can get that, 8 to 15-ounce cans. And just go up and down and do this, and believe me, it'll burn the calories. Speaking of calories, what do I eat? This is something that I have been making recently that I really like. It's kind of like a protein shake that I make. It's quite thick. And I might have this at night if I get an itch for something sweet, or in the morning for breakfast. I take either vanilla, chocolate, or caramel. Premier protein shakes, 30 grams of protein, 160 calories. It's low fat, has 24 vitamins, and it has 1 gram of sugar. Now I have to be limited with this because there's vitamin K in it, and when I'm on my warfarin, I could only have maybe 1 of these a day. So I try to make a nice shake out of it, and I might have half in the morning and maybe half at night for a snack. Now what do I put in that? I also, for a snack or for breakfast, as I have my Greek yogurt. And this is the 80 calorie, 12 grams of protein, light and fit. And I usually have the vanilla. I don't know what the camera is. Or black cherry, or I have blueberry. Those are the 3 that I like. And I'll take 1 of these with 1 of these, whatever I think flavor might be compatible. And I throw them in my bullet blender. And now, sometimes just to thicken it up a little, or if I don't have the Premier, because this is more expensive than the Atkins. And if I get the Atkins at Walmart, it's like $2 less for a 4-pack. And sometimes I have a 6-pack for $5.56 or whatever. This is like almost $8. So I'll get this in quantity at Costco. It's a better deal there. But if I take an Atkins, or even if I do use this, I want to thicken it up a little bit, I'll take a scoop of the Nectar unflavored protein powder, which is a very good product by Syntrex. And I'll take a scoop of that and throw it in the bullet. It'll thicken up my shake. And it's yummy. And it's a good protein. What else have I been doing? I have, what I snack on, of course, is I do have my cheeses. I like string cheese. And I'll have the string cheese. I usually like to buy Irish cheese, and this is an Irish, I like the Dubliner cheese, and I think this is called Castle, Irish Castle cheese, which is very similar in texture and flavor. And I'll take this, maybe 4 of these cubes equals an ounce of cheese. I'll have this for a snack. And I'm really big on Genoa salami and American cheese, and I'll just have this, roll it up with some lettuce leaves, or just eat it plain. I'll sit down at night and I'll snack on that, because the Genoa salami will give me that nice salty texture and flavor. And even though it's got fat in it, as a de-esser, the fat is an issue for me. So this is something I snack on. I also have, this is tilapia, and this is my fish of choice. I love tilapia. Of course, it's not cooked. It might be a little gross to some of you people. But I'll take maybe 1 or 2 tilapia fillets. I buy them frozen, and I'll cook them up. Either I put them in the, well, I don't even put things in the oven anymore. I'll just put a shallow pan, fry them in a stick-free pan. And I'll put onion powder, garlic powder, a little salt and pepper, and maybe I might even sprinkle a little grated Parmesan on it. And then just put in a little olive oil with maybe a tad of butter. And I saute it few minutes on each side till it's nice and crispy and delish. And I'll have sometimes a baked potato with it, a small baked potato, a sweet potato, or a baked white potato, a real small one. And of course, I do enjoy butter and salt, and I'm fine with that. I also have this on hand at all times. This is my Walmart rotisserie chicken. I usually go to Walmart, I'll get two of these. I'll get the lemon flavored, which is delicious, and this is the traditional, it's just a roasted chicken. And I always have this in the refrigerator, and I'll bone it up. Of course, I just took this out. The freezer might not be as gorgeous looking as it is when it's fresh off the rotisserie, but I'll take this chicken, and once it's defrosted, I'll put it in my, I have a air fryer. And I'll put it in the air fryer and keep that cooking away in there for about maybe 15 minutes. And it gets nice and crispy again and juicy again. It's like it just was cooked. And I'll bone that, and I munch on that day and night all week long. Now, another thing that I made that I'm going to highly suggest you do, I've done it before with chicken. I've never really done it with pork. Joni in Seattle, Smiling Shrinking, did a video on something that she made with a pork roast, and I did it. And this just came out of the fridge. It might not look that great as it does when it's nice and warm, but this is a pork roast, boneless pork roast, that I cooked according to Joni's instructions. It was not difficult to do at all. I don't know if you can see that. It has a can of diced tomatoes. I didn't use the Rotel tomatoes because they're too spicy. I used just regular Del Monte stewed diced tomatoes. And onion powder, garlic powder. She uses onion flakes. I use a regular onion that I chopped up because I didn't have the onion flakes. And you cook it in a slow cooker, the crock pot, for about 8 hours, and it's delish. I think I put a little taco seasoning in this just to kind of give it a little bit of a spice, because I did not use the Rotel. Oh, and it's got, I think, 2 cans of green chilies in it. I only had 1 can, and I don't like things super spicy, so therefore I only had 1 can. I used it. It was fine. But it's nice and moist and juicy, and it's a great protein snack. Something that I've been doing for a while now, since I was about 25 pounds from goal. Now I'm 16 pounds from goal. I've been incorporating bread in my diet because it does make me feel a little fuller. And I have chosen Oral Wheat whole grains, 12 grains bread. The reason why I picked this one is it only has 17 carbs per slice. It's the lowest carb per slice bread that I have been able to find. So I'll use this. And it's 100 calories, 200 calories, of course, for 2 slices, but I try to keep it down to 1 slice. And I'll toast this. I'll take a slice, I'll toast it, and I'll put either egg salad on it or tuna salad or some of Joni's pulled pork. Or I'll take some ricotta cheese, and if you have Galbani in your, it's the camera. I suggest this. I used to use Paleo ricotta. It's the best and creamiest ricotta on the face of the earth, but it's very expensive. And this is a lot cheaper. I get it at Walmart, and it's very creamy, good texture. So if you can get a ricotta that's going to be creamy and tasty, I suggest this brand. You can get it at Walmart. I think it's $5 and change. Also in Costco, one of the best tomato sauces that I use is Victoria White Linen Marinara sauce. It is delicious. It's a lot cheaper than Rayo. Rayo sauce is very tasty for a jar sauce if you don't make your own sauce. And I don't bother much without having my big family around anymore. I don't cook a sauce anymore. I'll just get a jar sauce. The Victoria sauce is, I think, in Costco about $5 to change a jar. This is a big 40-ounce jar. They usually come 2 together in a package. Delicious sauce. Where Rayo's might be $11 for a 40-ounce jar, this is like less than $6. I'll take this with a spoon of the ricotta, and I'll take a piece of the toast, and I make myself pizza. Delicious. And that's my snack. Now another thing I do, and this video, I don't know, it's 15 minutes already. I'm going to do it really, really quick. It's the last thing I'm going to share with you. And I mentioned it to Lisa as well when she talks about cabin fever and not being able to do anything. This is what I do to ease my mind. I have a bunch of colored pencils here. Got it at the craft store. I get the colored pencils. And then I bought myself, about a year ago, a coloring book. And when it says the Calm coloring book, it certainly is. Because this is what I do when I get nervous, when I get bored, you know, I color. And it's creative. It's creative. There's another one I did recently. And it keeps you busy. I'll do this just sitting at the table in the dining room, or I will do it while watching TV, because that's when I get the munchies. That's when I get super hungry. You know, and I practice my shading, and I'm really limited with the colors, because even though I bought two things of packages of pencils, they're pretty much the same colors. So I do a lot of shading to try to make things look a little different. This is one that I did. It took me about 2 nights to do that little number right there, and I just love to color. It's calming, it's soothing, it's creative, you know, and stick a piece of gum in my mouth and just color away. So this is pretty much, you know, what I do to keep busy, to keep my hands busy, to keep my mind busy, to keep my creativity busy, and to keep me out of the cookie jar. I color. You know, and here's another one I did with some magic markers that I had. And, you know, I'm going to highly suggest coloring to keep your mind and your hands busy, and instead of doing, just color away. Okay, guys, that's about all I have to say today. I hope what I shared with you was helpful, and have a great, well, this is, now this is, what do you call, tomorrow will be my DS week 51, and pretty much I am now at my 51st week at 186 pounds. I'm happy about that. Okay, everyone, have a great next week. Today's, like I said, Sunday, and I'm going to be seeing a plastic surgeon tomorrow just because I want to get some ideas on the cost. I mean, I know what the cost is. I'm certainly, if I ever have anything done, and I do intend to have some stuff done, I won't be doing it in the United States, but I'm going to see a doctor tomorrow. Anyway, he's the second one that I'm going to be seeing. I already saw one, just to get an idea and his opinion on what to do, how to do it, and what it would cost. So I know how much more money I'm going to be saving when I go to Dr. Sauceda in Monterrey, Mexico. That's the doctor that Joni used for her plastics, and I believe, no, I think I'm pretty sure that Dr. Sauceda is going to be at the WLSFA, because I was emailing him and I asked him if he would be there, and he said he is planning to be at a hotel, not participating in the actual WLSFA conference, because he's not an American doctor. They won't allow that. He's not licensed here. but he still has the right to do consultations for those people who can't afford to do plastics in the States, and it's a wonderful option to go to use medical tourism for any kind of weight loss surgery or plastic surgery or whatever you need. I've had weight loss surgery in Mexico. It was a wonderful experience, my first one, my VSG. I had an aunt that went to Mexico for a facelift. Fantastic job. She did it years ago. And like I said, Jody's experience with Dr. Saucedo has been fabulous. And Kristen Bonilla, Hasta Cielo y Mas, who lives in San Antonio, she has quite a few people that she knows in her community that want to have a consultation with Dr. Saucedo. So those of you who are interested in medical tourism or plastics in Mexico, Dr. Saucedo will be at an adjoining hotel. He will not be at the Marriott Hotel, but he will be at an adjoining hotel during that weekend. So if you'd like to have a consultation with him, he will be available. All right, that's it. I covered a lot of territory today, so have a great week. Love you all. Bye.